Hey guys, don't mind the hoodie. It's got a bit chilly in my room, so keeping warm. So I'm going to do a bit of a tribute to one of my favourite series, and that's The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. It is amazing. It's shocking, exhilarating, romantic, sad, happy, all in the same thing. It's 454 pages long. The back says, "Winning will make you famous, losing means certain death. In a dark vision of the near future, a terrifying reality TV show is taking place. 12 boys and 12 girls are forced to appear in a live event called The Hunger Games. There is only one rule: kill or be killed. When 16-year-old Katniss Everdeen steps forward to take her sister's place in the games, she sees it as a death sentence. But Katniss has been close to death before. For her, survival is second nature." So, to further explain it for you, I'm going to read a few paragraphs from the start. So, just as the town clock strikes 2, the mayor steps up to the podium and begins to read. It's the same story every year. He tells the history of Panem and the country that rose up out of the ashes of a place that was once called North America. He lists the disasters, the droughts, the storms, the fires, the encroaching seas that swallowed up so much of the land, the brutal war for what little sustenance remained. The result was Panem, a shining capital ringed by 13 districts. Then the dark days came, the uprising of the districts against the capital. 12 were defeated, the 13th obliterated. The Treaty of Treason gave us new laws to guarantee peace, and as our yearly reminder that the dark days must never be repeated, it gave us the Hunger Games. The rules of the Hunger Games are simple. In punishment of the uprising, each of the 12 districts must provide one boy and one girl, called tributes, to participate. The 24 tributes will be imprisoned in a vast outdoor arena that could hold anything from a burnt desert to a frozen wasteland. Over a period of several weeks, the competitors must fight to the death. The last tribute standing wins." There you go. That's the Hunger Games. So this is Katniss on the front, and you can see the H and the G. Yes, it was amazing. It's not something that I would originally pick. I used to not be into the what's it called? Action, sort of thrill-seeking stuff. But then I read that book, and I also read the Tomorrow series, and both of those books are very exhilarating sort of books. It's like less romance, more action and gore and all that sort of stuff. The Hunger Games is incredibly gory. And I have I think I have a very imaginative mind, and when I read, I see what's happening, and some of the stuff that happened is sort of very scary. And when I really get into a book, I start dreaming about it. I dream that I'm reading it, and then I know that I'm dreaming, and I think that I'm ruining it for myself, but I'm not, because I haven't read it. It's all very weird. I'm a weird person. The book after The Hunger Games is Catching Fire. I saw someone say that this is she was gonna give away her book because she doesn't like the cover. It's a cool cover, just so you know. Mockingjay. Anyway, yeah, this is Catching Fire, and I'm not going to spoil anything. although I've probably done it already before, but this is Catching Fire, and it's after the Hunger Games, obviously, and this is when rebellion starts to happen again. It has no flog, whatever you call it, on the back. It just says the second book in the heart-stopping Hunger Games trilogy. Stephenie Meyer thinks it's amazing. Times called it a real humdinger that adults too would love. Stephen King couldn't stop reading it. Sunday Telegraph called it terrifying and exhilarating. Okay, there's a few reviews on it. Yeah, that one's just as good. I was like, ooh, and then it leaves. Like, you read a story like this, right? Well, okay, I'm gonna go like that. You read a story like this, a story, and usually it ends sort of like that, and you know what happens, and life goes on. This story ends like that, and it's literally like that. And you say cliffhanger is an understatement for how this book ends. So I was just anxious to get the third book, and I finished the second book before the third book had been released. So I was really anxious, and I think I was one of the first people in my little group of people to read it and read the third one, which is Mockingjay. Look how orange it is. So orange. And then when you put them all together, they look amazing. All the colours just work really well. Usually, yeah, it just works. So yeah, that's the Hunger Games. I really recommend it for someone who likes fast-paced stuff. It's like the Hunger Games takes a little while to take off, but the rest of them are pretty good with the events. I want to do a shout out to Alexandra Penn, because she, out of 10 subscribers, I've been on the channel for a little while now. 10 subscribers, and one of them only ever says something, and that's Alexandra Penn, and she's awesome. I love you, man. You are a friend in my books. You can add me as a friend on YouTube. Yeah, she's awesome, so love you, man. Thanks for the comments. I seriously recommend that book, by the way. The Hunger Games. And every book that I've ever read. Moving on. A few people that are really, really cool, you should check them out, is the person who got me into reviewing is Miss Book Obsessed. These are all these people. I'm going to put links. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not going to put links to their page. I'm going to put links to something else. If you look on my page, there's a box of awesome reviewers, and it's got 3 people in it. Those 3 people are the people I'm going to name, so you should go check it out down. Well, if you're on my channel, it's down there. Okay, so the first one is Miss Book Obsessed. The second one is I Love Reading 65, and she's awesome. She's reminds me of so many of my friends. She's just amazing. She's very funny and happy and all that sort of stuff. She's got great reviews, so you should check her out too. And the last person is Star Z Books. I think that was it. She's awesome as well. She's got great personality, and she has this thing called a Kindle. It's like a e-book shelf. Like that. That's my bookshelf, right? Well, she has that, but on a computer. It's not like an iPad where you have games and other stuff in it. It's just for books. Sounded really cool. But I prefer to have a book in my hand. freaking love it. Most of my books aren't secondhand. I have about... I only ever bought 2 secondhand books. All the rest were either... All the other secondhand books are books that I wouldn't normally buy, and they've been given to me. Like from my pop had a few books that were really interesting, but I haven't like read any of them. So yeah, and I've only ever read one borrowed book really. Moving on, they're the people you should check out. I wanted to say thank you to Hannah and Kate. Love you guys, awesome, my friends. They got me into the Hunger Games series. So yes, and Liz, read them. Read the Hunger Games, and you have to do it soon because I know you're obviously taking a while to read the Tomorrow series, so you have to read the Hunger Games before March. Right, for people who have read the Hunger Games, there are some videos, right? There's one that is for Katniss and Prim. No, sorry, not Prim. Katniss and Rue. And you'll know what scene I'm talking about. It's a very sad one between them. Someone who obviously read the books and liked it has made a short film for it. And it's not in the movie, but it is incredibly well done and had me crying a lot. I'm pretty sure my shirt was soaked when I had finished watching it. There's also a video for Haymitch in the second quarter quell, it was pretty interesting as well. Not quite so sad, but that's understandable because it's not a sad part. And there's also a video releasing all the actors and actresses of the film in 2012. So I'll put those links in the description if you want to check them out. And anyone who doesn't care about getting the story spoiled for them or something, you can go check them out too. Or if you don't think you have a really good imagination, you can check out the characters and then read it. So yeah, seriously suggest reading it. Do it, get out there, read. I'm gonna go now because it's actually quite late and I have a party in the morning. So happy reading, and until next time.